Hey guys, welcome back to the JPM Performance channel. It's been a couple weeks, but here we are. We are just about right dead in the middle of February 13th. And they were actually predicting like 6 to 8 inches of snow. Fortunately, we only got like 2. So thank the Lord we did not get another monstrous snowstorm. So it's really cold. I'm hoping that this is the last storm because we got to go racing in 3 weeks, and I don't like to leave when it's like below zero and snowing, and then I have to unwinterize the RV down at the racetrack. So just no fun. So anyway, we're 3 weeks out from leaving for Atlanta exactly. Hard to believe it's already here, but that's where we're at. So let's get into our shop tour. Obviously, it's been 2 weeks, so there's going to be a big change up. There's going to be a big flip around. So what I currently have on the bench right here is Hugh McAfee's second engine. So this is an STL 2.0 liter MZR motor out of their NC MX5s. So just got the block on the stand. You can see I've got the head and everything kind of laid out. Just getting ready to start really final cleaning parts and start putting this back together. But what I've had on the stand, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the last 2 weeks, keeping me busy. You guys had seen the 01 Miata engine. It kind of looked like a nasty core that was sitting over by the Camaro a couple weeks ago. So this is the cylinder head that I've gotten apart and cleaned up, just waiting on some valves and stem seals and things like that so we can start working on the cylinder head. But I've got that engine in process, and since you guys were here last, done a couple of things. Finished up Jerry Lamb's engine. You can see that the engine is completed, sitting on the ground with the IMCO transmission bolted to it, which is all freshly rebuilt. So you can see that this valve cover, I'm sure I've talked about this before, this is just my dyno valve cover. That's because the front is cut off. I'm going to leave this open just for the dyno because I love to just tweak the cams. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can set your cam timing to exactly what you think is going to work, but until you get on the dyno and you just change it a degree here and a degree there, you'd be shocked at the difference it can make. So I'm going to get this in the car. That's what's next. And then we'll get everything running, get this thing on the dyno and get it all back together, and we're going to be looking good here. And then once it's all cooled off, change out the break-in oil, put on the full valve cover, the full front cover for the timing belt, and we'll be looking really good there. So you can see that Ken's car is sitting over here, basically ready. So she's all cleaned up. It was done 2 weeks ago. We had already talked about that, but now she's just sitting here all cleaned up. Actually just waiting on some tires. Hope we get some tires soon. We did get some tires. Tyler Ladd and his dad are coming up to do some dynoing before we go to Atlanta. So you can see like all of their tires are sitting here. I've got a couple in here for my car, but this is a lot of tires. It's like 26 tires on this pallet that just came in from Hoosier. So we're looking really good there. Lots of tire mounting to do, but 3 weeks out. So, okay, what else have I done since you guys haven't been here? This is what I've been doing. So this took me basically a week to get this project completed. So Charles Mathis's car, we were talking about how it was going to be completely gutted of wiring. Remember all the stock stuff that was in here? This car had the entire stock wiring harness in it, under the dash, in the engine compartment, all the way back to the taillights. It's completely rewired, completely done, running, dyno tuned, and he's coming to pick it up on Saturday. I'm glad it didn't snow too much because he's from Houston, and those Texans, they're not real good about snow. So hopefully we won't have any trouble getting him loaded up. But there's a race at Eagles Canyon coming up very soon. It's obviously not this weekend. I think it's next weekend. There's a majors at Eagles Canyon that he's going to go to. I think Steven Simon's going to go with his new shock package as well and check that out. But the car's looking good. A complete rewire. So that was a big part of what I've gotten done since you guys have have seen the last shop tour. But we're looking good. Like I say, ran really good. Actually got about a 45-degree day to dyno last week, which is really rare in the winter time, but we got it done. Okay, Mazda2 update. Lots has gone on in the last couple of weeks. So I guess what we'll do here is we'll start with the shocks. So the MCS shocks came in. I ended up drilling some nice big holes here in the inner fender wells and used these seals grommets. Actually doubled them up. And you can see I've got my canisters mounted up here on the roll cage. These are really cool. They're little, you pull this pin and it comes right out. You can put the pin right back in. And I can easily get to my adjustments and my canister here to check the pressure. But this worked out really good. If you go underneath here, you can see what I did, how I doubled up on the seals grommet. Where the shock comes in, I put another grommet on the inside here, so it's kind of double insulated. But the shocks are installed in the back here, and I have them almost installed in the front. I've got the uppers clearanced. I just have to hook them up down below. And then in this busy engine compartment, figure out where I'm going to mount these. I've got a couple of ideas, but I just haven't decided yet. So you guys will get to see that probably next week. I'll have these finished. But the most exciting thing that I've gotten done, obviously with the help of John, is the rocker is fixed and the door has been fixed. So you can see here inside that I got all of the metalwork completed, all of the blending done, and the rocker is completely back together. Now for those of you that have never seen, you can see that John's got this door completely wrapped and everything blends in perfect. For those of you that have never seen how this works, check this little tidbit out. Pretty cool, huh? That's how it's done by a pro. So it makes me feel way better to have this completed. So we've got our new door done, completed, all painted, perfect inside and out. John's got it wrapped so everything matches perfectly. The rocker is fixed. I can move on to finishing the front suspension, getting those canisters done, getting this thing on the scales, get it corner weighted and aligned, because we've got some racing to do here real soon. But I'm very happy with where we're at. My list is getting very small. So really excited about getting to Atlanta in just a few weeks. And yeah, it's going to be my first super tour of the year. And we've got a huge entry. I know we've got already at least 10 H production cars entered, as well as in F production, our first, second, and third place finishers at the runoffs in Mason and Ken over here and Steven, as well as our pole sitter, Cliff Ira in F production is entered to go to Atlanta as well. And Tyler Ladd in the BMW Z3 is going to Atlanta as well. So this is going to be a big one, guys. This is going to be worth watching. Obviously, it's a Hoosier Super Tour, so you're going to be able to watch this online. scca.com/live. You'll be able to find that on YouTube very easily. 3 weeks away, we're going to be going to Atlanta. Super excited. Hope the weather's good. I hope the weather changes here so we can get ready to go a little easier, and really looking forward to it. So appreciate you guys watching. We're going to have a bunch more stuff coming up, obviously, in the next couple weeks, as always, and we just got to keep going. So hopefully I'm going to see a bunch of you down in Atlanta. And hopefully you guys have worked on your cars enough this winter to where you're ready to go, because March is around the corner. Keep after it. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.